Surviving Reality contains explicit content full of snark and sarcasm that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Surviving Reality.
I'm Corey, or what's left of him, I guess.
You know, we are just like riddled with injuries in this household.
Well, and you're Carly. Sorry, I interrupted. I broke
yeah,
up the
that's
flow.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm
You're doing good.
Able-bodied.
Yeah.
So far.
Differently abled, I think, is what.
Yeah.
I would need to be labeled as.
We
now.
got Maisie down an eye, you down an ear, and
she's
a foot.
been limping too,
Oh, yeah,
and so
foot.
then I don't know if it was a sympathy thing for me or something, but yeah, now I don't know. There's like a magic spot on the back of my ankle where if I bump that just right, that thing gives out and I'm off it for like 48 hours. So
Maybe you got a funny bone in your ankle.
I don't know. My Achilles heel,
We
I
need
suppose.
a doctor, somebody, a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Sorry, chiropractors. I'm just thinking.
No, not to laugh at your profession that forcefully.
But if we were
or
the
whatever.
Browns, that's where we'd be rushing.
Right.
You.
That's every single medical
First
emergency is that. And
For the ear too.
My ear. Yeah. I think that is what I was going through, like the different treatments and stuff and plans of how to go about it. And it was like the stuff to stay away from, probably anything with like a herbalist supplement sort of approach to it. Not a lot of proven track record
Probably
of success. Chiropractic stuff probably not going to fix inner ear stuff directly. Yeah, not a lot of scientific evidence to support those claims. So I just breezed over those and didn't really, dive
read
any
too much
deeper.
about it.
Yeah, didn't have to give it too much thought after that.
This is Polly. Season 1, episode 6. I'm the bad guy.
In like the Billie Eilish sense?
That's exactly what played in my head. I thought about singing it, but anytime I sing a song...
No, you just have to say the duh part.
Okay.
That's it. Anybody could do the
I
duh part.
can never get the melody of a song. You know that. That was good.
Oh, okay.
Glad I left that to you.
Dialed in. Yeah.
We're almost to the end of the show. It's only 8 episodes long.
10 episodes long?
8.
8 episodes long.
8. And then for
good thing I got my good ear facing you. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go.
So for those of you out there too who are like, what's going on? I saw a different episode. For some reason, any of the streaming extensions.
Yeah.
So if you're
Amazon or
right, and you've added like the all reality streaming thing to it, those are a week ahead.
They're just I don't know what schedule they're on, but they have been playing not only the episode that airs on WeTV, but also next week's scheduled episode too. So you guys have been getting extra episode
more than you're supposed
to.
Yeah,
you're looking in a little bit further than you probably should here. So no, we're not a week behind in terms of the releases. We have screeners and we are embargoed on the content. We can't release these until this airs on WeTV.
And they're very clear about it in the email.
Very clear about that. So we don't want to get in trouble for anything. We don't want to have to pull stuff. We don't want to open a can of worms with all that.
I don't want no drama.
So if it hasn't aired on WeTV, that's why we haven't talked about it yet. So
on cable.
Yes, specifically on cable and airing on television.
We don't have the WeTV
on WeTV
channel on cable.
So that's Friday nights, and that's when these drop. Yeah, on the Patreon.
Well, a couple of things before we get into it. The first, content warning on this episode again.
Right.
We last week had the Yahwehs. The Yahwehs are back this week. So there's going to be, scenes involving complications in childbirth, NICU medical care, parent-infant separation. So let's save them for the end again.
Yeah, just
for
in
anybody
case.
who wants to, jump off. We'll see you next week. Before we get to that,
there's
we'll give
a
you another
lot
heads up
of other stuff to talk about.
Yes,
too.
there is.
So, we'll kind of save them, the Yahwehs, for the very end here. Then,
also we have Surviving Little Miss Recap Podcast Meetup coming up.
Yes. So that'll be August 1st.
Be here before we know it.
At the Conshohocken Brewing Company in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Saturday, August 1st, 1 to 4 p.m. In the year of our Lord 2026 for any of the time traveling listeners.
That's my biggest fear. It's just that it'll be like 3 years from now and somebody
People
will
are gonna
show
be like,
up there.
what the fuck? Where was everybody?
We're going to get like a nasty email or like message being like, where are you? I'm at the Conshohocken Brewing Company.
Again.
In 2028.
It's an annual thing now. Yeah. I'm watching the world end in 2030 on August 1st.
I was going to say, will we all be here?
Conshohocken Brewing Company. No.
We're very optimistic about the future.
Well, clearly, yeah.
That we expect people will be listening to this in the future.
Yeah, I guess. We're just sending it out there into the universe. Still waiting for our mass extinction event with bated breath.
Let's get into the episode.
Yeah, don't let me go too far. I don't know. We're going dark places here. My mindset is not the best. There's no thruple, no power thruple.
No, should we still talk about them a little bit, though?
Probably.
Okay.
Because I was going to get upset if we didn't, I guess.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I guess that I didn't expect that sort of reaction from myself even. I wasn't ready.
Oh, you're bummed that they weren't here.
Yeah, I missed them.
It kind of feels like they're like the staple that the show's built around.
Yeah.
You know, like when we have Seeking Sister Wife, it's like, well, if there's an episode without the Merrifields,
or
I'm
the Davises, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Get me back to the good stuff. Something with, I need a core couple thruple, polycule. I need a core cule. Please.
That holds the whole storyline down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's like mixed reviews though for the power thruple because it's now we have people who are torn between Cammy and Trent because it's and Nita, and so it's like I think Nita is a little too pushy with the sexual boundary stuff.
I want to say there were a lot of good commentary about that over on the Patreon Discord where we're talking about the show, and you know I think we've been very in the camp of Trent and Cammy there's something off with them as far as their intentions go.
Or like unspoken, but just heavily implied sort of, what is it you think you do here?
Yeah. But I appreciated the other perspective of the fact that like Nita's being very pushy about what it is she wants from Cammy sexually.
See, okay, I'll tell you where the redeeming quality is for Nita, for me, where she's very quick to admit if she's wrong or like made a mistake about something, she doesn't really hold on to that and then fight tooth and nail and double down, and she doesn't go through all that. She just goes, I hadn't really thought of that, and just kind of brushes it off as like, oh, sorry, I never even like really considered it like that, and can just move on and shift like that. So I don't know if that's what's so endearing about her.
Maybe it's not even that it's endearing about her. I think that it's really like it's disturbing to me that Cammy is so combative right away about a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of pushback.
Yeah,
pushing back, and
which I understand
resistance.
Now, like the pushing back on your sexual boundaries.
Yes,
being violated in a way, or somebody trying to push you further and further into something that you're not comfortable with. But it's like a lot of stuff. It's the wedding, it's finances. It seems like they don't agree on a lot of different things.
Also, I still get so confused about the sexual boundaries myself, because then when we first met them, Cammy was talking about how sexual she is with Nita on a regular basis too. And then come to find out, oh no, we don't actually have sex. We don't do anything more than kissing. What?
That's not true though.
Well, that was what they were saying at that time. And I was like, then what were you telling me before?
That's a good point that you just brought that up, because they did say that at the beginning.
They said that.
But then we found out that there, are other things involved in the bedroom.
Right. So I don't know. I think it's still that degree of separation where Cammy's seeing it.
Can I say they're pegging each other? Can I say that without us getting flagged?
Is that called that when it's...
Actually, good point.
If Nita's just strapping on, it's just, hey, it's just two ladies strapping on,
Yeah, but that's what they've talked about, right?
And I think that's the degree of separation where Cammy's been able to deal with that, where she's like, oh, it's not Nita that I'm having sex with. It's this toy that's between us that Nita is using on me.
Right.
Type of a thing.
Yeah.
So
that's still a man.
I get you're like, yeah, masculine enough, because then it's just those types of I think it's still the hang-ups. Like Cammy hasn't been able to address that. Like I think there's
is
still
it
a lot of religious
hang-up,
stuff.
or is it? Well, I think we can't like make assumptions for her.
Well, I mean, we're like, making assumptions about everybody else on the show. So.
That's true.
That's kind of my job.
But it's like, is it a hang-up, or is it that, as you're exploring your sexuality, you're realizing that there are things that are boundaries for you that you're not interested in exploring further?
Right. Yeah. Which that's fine, but you maybe say it like that then too, or like I don't know.
What you brought up about the only kissing thing, now it's making me wonder, like, did they say that at the beginning because maybe that's what Cammy was comfortable with sharing publicly?
Okay, well, maybe.
I think it's not just them.
Yeah.
A lot of people on this show who I do not think are being honest in front of the cameras.
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes without saying. Yeah.
Which I think is a good segue into Polly Inc.
Polly Inc. Which, is this their last episode?
I think so.
They just kind of phase out here. We're not even going to see, like...
They gave, like, a final statement at the end, it felt like. It
felt very,
like there was a conclusion.
Yes, it felt like a well-rounded sort of that's all, folks, sort of an ending here. But like to not even see, we didn't see the engagement, we didn't see the proposal as that happened, and then I guess that's kind of what they're trying to decide too, is like, what does this ceremony look like? What does this wedding look like for us? Do we want to have like a big thing where there's a bunch of people? Do we want to just elope where it's just Becca and Davis? Pretty much, how do we exclude Jacob? But just like respectfully, and not too overtly where it's awkward. We don't want it to be awkward.
I think that whoever cast them is in big trouble. Like, probably lost their job.
Never again. Yeah.
2 out of 3 of them, no personality.
Well, not that it was
Davis brought us all of the content.
Davis brought all the content, but like, this is where it's confusing for me, where I'm like, are they supposed to be like the feel good story? Because I mean, those are usually, anytime it's a feel good couple, like on 90 Day and stuff.
It's kind of boring.
It's boring. I
don't even think it was giving that though.
No, because there was still like tension there, but unaddressed. Mm-hmm. So I think we were really patting this show on the back for its authenticity that it was doing, and then it was like, I think we kind of veered off course. The authentic
part of it is that they're not pretending, like as a whole, the show isn't pretending that there's some like big noble reason as to why they're like living a life of polyamory, right? Some of them are just like, hey, I just want to have sex with other people.
Yeah, like a lot of people, like everybody.
Where they would never let anyone say that on Seeking Sister Wife.
Yeah. They're trying to
it's like
church it up.
Yes, almost like there's a version of polygamy or polyamory that TLC is comfortable with showing.
Right, as long as it's rooted in a religious aspect or limited to one man and multiple women, then that's something that they're okay with too.
Right, like this is insane bonkers compared to what TLC would
show
us.
For them, yeah, for them.
But Becca and Davis are going out to celebrate his tea anniversary. So he's been on testosterone for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
And
really, coming into his own. The beard's looking good, and I think that was the biggest change that Becca was talking about here, was the beard's
since
nice.
She met him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beard's nice.
How long have they known each other? Did they say?
It
like
was
2 years?
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 or 3, years? Something like that.
Yeah.
So
it was something like, I think it was like around 3 years, because we were figuring out like, okay, so Davis left his other job to come work at Polly Inc. after they were already, or not Polly Inc., whatever the name of their place is.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
No,
it's something else.
But
like,
it's just
after
I feel
they've
like
already
it's just
been in a
called Love
relationship
or something. Like that's the shop. The whole shop's just called Love.
I cannot look at Becca's face tattoos anymore. And like that's not a commentary on anybody else's face tattoos.
Right.
It's just like her, like it's like they're freckles, but they're not. But then she looks like Emma Watson, and then I feel like she's fake as fuck. Like, she's really annoying me. She says so little, and yet she has upset me so much.
And she talks a lot, too, unfortunately. She's one of those people who talks a lot, but
She
doesn't say much. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I feel like she's always saying what she thinks the other person wants to hear, which irks me.
Well, this was interesting, too, because, well, okay, so this is, they're celebrating individually here where it's just a little dinner date. Which
individually, because Jacob's home alone like he normally is.
Well, yeah. The steak looked good, though.
Oh, I didn't see what they were eating.
Davis had, it looked like a nice little filet, and so that looked good. I was hungry, though, so that didn't help.
You're focused on the food.
I'm focused
Very
on the food.
food-oriented.
Yeah, I'm food-motivated this week.
So they're talking about what they're going to do for the wedding. Because this is Becca's second engagement, although it doesn't really feel like it.
Well, because it's our first engagement with Becca and Davis. So, like, it feels like a first engagement, but
that would kind of upset me if I was Jacob.
Oh, okay. That it, like, undercuts, because that one wasn't very memorable anyway.
That's what I feel
not a lot of standout.
He's not very memorable. Jacob, like...
Yeah.
Did he say 3 words the whole time that they've been on the show?
No,
they weren't even the first 3 episodes,
they
right?
made him do. It took them 3 episodes to show up, so they were not.
So they were
in the
on
first
episode
2.
3, so they were in 3 episodes.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh, this is 6. Okay,
yeah.
so they
so
were.
This is 4th. Was there an episode that they didn't have a storyline in the middle though, too? Because it was like,
maybe.
What do they have going on? Not a lot of drama building here, I guess. Yeah, their biggest conflict is, are we going to elope? Just the 2 of us?
This is depressing because I think there was so much more potential when we first learned about their story, that they all work together.
But
right?
they don't. But they're not friends. Davis and Jacob are not friends. Right. So, like, how does this work?
Together. They're not friendly. They have financial problems. Yeah. There was so much that could have been exposed and been interesting, and instead we're listening to them decide if they want to get eloped. Get eloped?
Get eloped.
They want to elope.
If
they want to get a cantaloupe.
If they can't elope.
If they can't elope, then they will just...
Then they'll watermelon.
Let Jacob marry them? Who's gonna be the officiant? The oddities shop owner?
Probably the oddities shop owner. And then Davis will Uno reverse and be like, actually, I was saying all my vows to you, so we are married now.
Oh, and we never saw the ring that they went shopping for.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Or what happened to the trolls?
No, the trolls did show up. It was after Jacob's speech, because then that was the other thing. They had a Western-themed engagement pool party for country Western.
There's always got to be a pool involved.
There's got to be a pool. They did not bust out the foam machine.
Yeah, that's got to be like a poly red flag.
If you don't have a pool?
No, pool parties.
Pool party? Why is that a red flag, though? I feel like that would be... You have to be on board with the pool parties.
Well, if you're unknowingly, you might not know if your friends, you're going somewhere there's a bunch of poly people. If there's a pool involved, it's probably increasing the odds.
I don't think I've gone to like a pool party since like junior high, like a junior high birthday.
Adult pool parties.
Adult pool parties are where it's like, okay, all right, yeah.
The only ones who haven't had one is BQ and Tehmeena, and it's just because they don't have a pool.
Right, because they're in the middle of moving, so it's
they don't have a house.
It's tough. Yeah, they don't. They're experiencing homelessness, and
I don't think Tehmeena can go in the pool with those contacts in anyway.
She would never be able to touch the bottom, though. You don't have to worry about sinking or drowning.
I think she's gonna sink.
No.
You don't think her BBL is gonna sink her? Oh well, okay. She's got counterweights.
That's what I'm saying. So I think either way you put her. She's going to be bobbing around.
Me of the submersible.
Oh,
remember how it was like it just release, they were essentially balloons because it was built for shit.
He had to blow them up though from the inside, and then
that's how you surface.
Yeah.
That's what Tehmeena's got going on.
No, that was when they drop weights. They would drop the weights, and that was how they would go up. So there was already
I've got it inverted.
Yeah, you were decreasing weight instead of adding float.
I'm not an expert on all the science that went
right.
into the building of that.
But still just about as much expertise as what went into the actual finished product, I think, overall. So pretty impressive.
Imagine I'm on the engineering team.
Pretty impressive.
We're gonna imagine that they're very large breasts. We're just gonna
Can you make it more?
Can
Can you make it more titty-like? Can you get?
There's something about the shape that's off. It's very important to the overall design.
But seriously, she'd be bobbing around. Just like those little birds probably from the oddity shop that, they dip their beak in the water and they drink them and then they stand up.
Yes.
And then they tip over and stuff. And that's how I imagine Tehmeena in a pool.
Like.
It's just kind of in that general motion that happens there. Yeah.
What else happened at this pool party? My favorite part was when Davis gives it started as Davis's speech and then Becca joined in. So it was like a joint speech about how they couldn't wait for this elopement. It's going to be just the two of them.
Just us. We have decided. Jacob's not invited.
He's standing like 2 feet behind them off to the side.
I think it was the first time he heard that it was they decided on an elopement where it's
That's
just the
two.
two.
That's what I thought. But then he was like, I'm excited for him.
It's like, okay, cool. That's good. Great. Nice.
Does
I'm
he
happy.
just hate being the center of attention? I can't even imagine.
But then they made him give a speech because then he had to gas them up. So I think that was the producers maybe trying to get him upset of like, oh, he doesn't know that they're going to elope. And then have him do a speech right after too, see what he says.
They were like, you have to give a speech. Mm-hmm. We don't have enough content from you speaking.
People aren't going to know that you're one of the parts of the polycule.
Right. At this point, people are confused.
They think you're the sound guy.
Like an employee.
Yeah. They think you're a sound guy who's in the background, who's just checking levels at this point. That's what we're worried about. The audience doesn't know. We're losing track.
You know what I see in their future? What's going on with Marley and Bree? Where they started out as a polycule and then they lost one along the way. But
plot twist, it's going to be Jacob and Davis that get married. And then they get rid of Becca.
I don't think so. I think it would be really interesting if Becca brought another person into the relationship to see how Davis handles it.
Oh, I was going to say that or Davis. It sounds like Davis was very open to bringing somebody else in. So I think that would be the real thing is where when Davis tries to add somebody else to the polycule and then Becca does not like that because Becca likes to be the center of attention, the hinge. She's the hinge that holds the joint together. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the part that's endearing for her.
That's what scares me about her.
Yes.
I feel like she would pretend that she was totally okay with it, but underneath the surface, there'd be this simmering rage that one day would just come out.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying too, is like all of the things that I think that Becca and Davis talk about their poly relationship and about love and about acceptance and all of these things where Davis thinks that applies to everybody. And it's like, I think most of that worldview applies to Becca. And then it's like, everybody else kind of fits into that. Because if Davis tries to then expand that love or bring someone else in and be part of that, I don't think it's going to go
be welcomed.
I don't think it's going to be as accepted as this is.
Yeah, the end was weird because they were just like, oh, yeah, we're excited. We're planning a wedding for like maybe October 2026.
Sometime in the fall, yeah.
Yeah, it was the conclusion to their whole story, which I don't think I'm going to miss them anyway. So
they weren't bringing much.
No, I need the drama from everybody else.
I need the drama. I need realizations. We did have like a pretty good one with Davis was out with his friend last episode where it was like, oh, I thought we were going to get to the realization of maybe Jacob's just going along with this because he likes Becca, he loves Becca, but he's not really into the poly stuff. Have we ever thought about that? Not really, clearly.
Maybe their field producer wasn't that good. You got to get more out of them.
Well, I don't know if they were trying, but then that's what I'm saying too, is like normally for shows like this, they'll film multiple relationships or
you'll come back multiple times
or like
throughout different periods.
Well, I don't know how they made the cut is what I'm getting at. I guess like usually if it's a casting, it's so wide. And then if you end up a couple weeks in where it's like, we're not getting much. So like go grab the cameras to get these other people that we had turned away initially and just pick up with the storyline there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just really excited about what the story sounded like it could evolve into, and they just never got there.
Yeah, I think it did have like kind of like that pacing of being like the polycule to root for, even though 2/3 of it is so unlikable. So that's where it's getting difficult, though.
Yeah,
it's hard. But we'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back with BQ and Tehmeena.
I think they could have their own show.
I think that they've had their own show in their head.
Oh yeah, main character syndrome for both of them.
For years now, seasons, 6 seasons in a movie.
You know who they remind me of? Darcy and Stacy, where it's like our entire dream has been to be on TV, our whole lives.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're just a disaster of a person. So you do kind of make good TV, but that also upsets me because it's making this dream that you have come true.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, yeah, there was a lot of Darcy and Stacy energy when Tehmeena was throwing those boxes around during that move.
That's what I'm saying.
That there was a lot of that.
I was like, did they pack up like every dumbbell that BQ owns in those boxes?
But what were in these boxes and what?
Wigs.
Oh, I mean, a lot of hair. Yeah, a lot of hair.
Wigs, nails.
The way she was whipping stuff around.
Her clothes are not that large.
And she was just dropping boxes and then huffing and puffing and leaving stuff and then tripping over it. And it was just like, oh my God.
It was a mess.
Please just hire movers.
I would have been so embarrassed having them film me do that.
The house looks so much nicer, though.
She's
this new house.
A master of physical comedy, if that was fake.
If that was fake, I mean, well, not necessarily fake. I would say it was very staged because I think a lot of their story is recreating drama that they have experienced real in the past.
I agree.
That they're just kind of drumming up and putting on a greatest hits for us.
Like the voicemail at the beginning.
Like the voicemail. Because, yeah, right after they left therapy last week, which didn't go great, in case anybody forgot, Tehmeena she received a message, a DM from somebody else who BQ has been cheating with, allegedly. And it was this voice message that he had sent this other woman that she had now sent Tehmeena and forwarded. But there were no names that were said. A lot of it was bleeped. A lot of it was mumbled.
It was hard to understand what he was saying.
I couldn't hear anything.
It sounded like he's in the middle of a marathon.
Yeah, there was a lot of heavy
to
breathing.
Call this woman.
Yes. It's like a bulldog leaving you a voicemail. Is basically what's going on. Oh, the fucking ass on this thing. It's so.
Also, I was like,
that's just the way I like it.
Voicemail he left for Tehmeena at some point?
That was my suspicion. Is this something that he had sent to her, and then she's telling us it's another
woman
girl?
Never emerged.
There was no other woman here who was telling us this or showing us this. So to just randomly receive this, no, I think you just had a weird, intimate video audio recording that you had on your phone that used to mean a lot to you, but now it's just something to embarrass him with.
That's good. I also like the idea that maybe he recorded this just to put on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good too.
See him getting in the mindset of leaving this voicemail.
Hold on, I gotta get in the mood. Yeah. Hold on, I'm not feeling it.
Have we seen his eyes open at any point during this season so far?
A couple times.
As you were saying that, I was like, either he has sunglasses on or he's like really squinting. Our pupils are dilated at all points in time.
Yeah, it's very bright everywhere you go. Sunglasses are not an option. They're a necessity at this point.
She has to confront him now because she's got this voicemail. So they go to, I guess, the corner pizzeria. What is this place? I haven't seen somewhere that put like the
deli paper over the tablecloth. I love it.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Oh, it's such a fast cleanup. Yeah, it's so quick. You turn those tables.
That's how you make sure you get all the parm and the red pepper flakes off the table easy.
Yeah, no marinara on the table there. We don't got to wipe it up with a rag. Nah. Then you end up with a sticky tablecloth.
You don't want that.
Deli meat, fresh sheet. It's like you're going to the gynecologist and they're just rolling out another sheet for you. Hop on up. You're next. Yeah.
You're familiar with that experience?
Yeah, pretty much. No, which one? The doctor. It's the doctor.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all
the doctor
have the
experience.
paper.
They love the paper
and
on
then
it.
you're like, oh, I ripped the paper.
Don't move. Yeah, don't move too quick.
That's always the worst.
No,
For some reason, it really gets my self-esteem.
that you ripped the paper.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to happen like that.
Oh, use thicker paper then. Stop putting this flimsy ass paper on here, and then I won't rip it.
I feel like it's made of the same thing.
Tissue paper.
Yes,
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's glorified tissue paper.
This was like deli meat that you wrap up. You know,
like a parchment paper.
It's like a parchment paper. It's a heavier, heavy stock because they knew BQ was coming in. They were like, "Oh, we'll get your table ready, sir." Sorry.
I didn't realize how big this guy was because he sits at the opposite side of the table in a booth, and I'm like, he is really struggling to fit.
Wait, her pants.
Oh, we can't fast forward through that.
Do not skip this. The way she walks in to prepare for this conversation, I don't know what she was wearing.
No, so she's
What
got
is this?
like camo parachute pants on, but then she has like what appears to be a thong over the top.
Is it over the top or is it part of the pants?
Maybe it's part of the pants.
I don't think she was layering. I don't think it was a tank over tee situation here.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Remember when Mariah Plath had those pants with the heart in the ass?
Yes.
It's giving that energy.
The red and black pants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which is also, for some reason, very adjacent to female wrestler for me.
It does. It does feel like that.
Like
it feels
these
like she's
pants
gonna.
And those pants could be costumes.
Okay. Yeah. Like maybe for an entrance, maybe not for the match though.
I can't imagine. Like, I'm assuming she got these on Shein or something. She's online shopping. And seeing them on a model and being like, I need those. They're going to look so good on me.
The way that...
I can't wait to wear them in public.
The way she had ass cleavage with them, too. Because it was like these... I mean, what are you going to do with this? Like, these pants are fighting for their life at this point.
I feel like she wore them on purpose. Like, she was hoping she'd get a big storm out moment so that BQ would have to see... like her ass in a thong for the last time.
It's his favorite pair of pants to see her in.
Yeah. That's why
much.
she picked them out.
Uh-huh.
So he shows up there and
late.
They talk.
Uh-huh.
Which is mostly just Tehmeena being like, it's too late. I already know the truth. So stop lying about it. And he continues to attempt to lie.
And then yeah, this is where she keeps catching him in lies, and then he's still lying, and it's like...
She's like, I got you cornered. I didn't invite you here today to learn more information from you. I invited you here today because I already know all the information.
I'm not here to ask you about what happened. I know what happened. Yeah. So what are we talking about? I guess we're talking about breaking up, then.
He does not take that well.
Is that what we're talking about? No, he goes immediately to berating her again. We're right back at therapy. He just starts unloading.
You already told this woman you don't like her.
So
why are you going to berate her on the way out? Like, the moment that she gains enough self-confidence to tell you to kick rocks, you're going to say some things to her to make her feel bad about herself again when you already said you don't even like being around her?
When you're telling her that her leaving, her deciding to leave, she's going to regret that. Like, that's a mistake on her part. How?
Bro, you're the one who causes all of the drama in her life.
You told her to leave.
Yeah.
Why would that be a mistake? She's doing what you told her to do.
I mean,
that you've told her to do with your actions for years.
She was like, don't cheat on me. You continued to cheat on her. She compromised, which she shouldn't have done, and found a way for you to legitimize your cheating. You fucked that up too. Then you told her you don't even like her. You don't want to be around her. So she said she was going to move out.
Yeah.
And now she's telling you, I'm done with you, and you're upset with her for all of that.
So go be with that 3 you don't have to lie to a 10 about.
I was like, wow,
was her call out to him.
Uh-huh.
And then I loved how they didn't know how to end this argument because they sat down, they started fighting so fast They didn't order anything. No food came to the table. They didn't even get drinks yet. Nobody stopped by. Nothing's happened. And they're already at a boiling point where people are like turning around, looking over their shoulders and stuff because they're hearing this ruckus over here. And they're ready to just storm out. And BQ tells her, well, you can leave because I was here first.
Wrong.
No.
First of all, we definitely watched Tehmeena walk in first because it's burned into our memory.
Tehmeena was there. Yeah. Hard to miss that entrance.
No, he's upset. He's like, I already ordered the chicken parm pie.
That's what I was going to say was he was waiting on, they got the best eggplant parm.
Yeah, I can't leave without my food.
I'm going to at least need it to go.
Should have just gone to the booth behind her.
That would have been
sat there and ate his food in silence.
Bring it over here. But no, this was the table that they laid out the deli paper for. So they were like, this is BQ's.
This is the one you're at.
This is the one that you're allowed to eat at because you can't just move to another table now because we've had problems before.
This is just for you.
This is how we've fixed this and that we've been able to, you need to work with us.
You're allowed in.
You need to work with us if we're going to work with you. Okay. Please.
So then we got Tehmeena moving out, and it was cut between Tehmeena moving and BQ hanging out at a tiki bar and hitting on women.
Well, I guess it's better than being at the titty bar. He's now at a tiki bar instead.
Yeah, a lot of bars.
But Tehmeena's nips are crisscross applesauce.
Yeah,
a little bit.
She got to pull those babies up.
Either that or it's just maybe the sports bra was a little tight. She went a little extra tight because it was moving day.
She has to go extra tight.
I mean,
to hold them in place.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's got a lot of moving and grooving going on here today. A lot of boxes to throw around. They're just
firing off in different directions, though.
Struggling. Yeah, they're struggling.
We're not here to rip Tehmeena apart, though.
No.
BQ is the one that we're coming for.
Yeah, because I mean, he's hitting on women. He's hitting on anything with a pulse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first woman that he sees who's got a large ass, he's like, this is it.
Oh.
Like, I've stopped my search.
Problem solved. Yeah.
His bar is so low. He's just like, anybody who wants to fuck me, I will fuck them.
Well, and he's telling the camera crew, he's like, if you guys weren't here, I would be already like blasting this ass over here in the corner.
Cock blocking me, to be honest.
Yeah. So like.
Which I'm also like, it's an outdoor tiki bar.
I think he could get arrested for that. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know a lot.
I don't know. What are the laws on Long Island?
On Long Island, in Long Island, around Long Island. Keep us informed, I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a rule, like a tiki bar is like international waters.
Yeah, you're close enough to a boat because it's right on the dock there.
Yeah,
maybe.
Adjacent to a boat. So like the rules don't apply anymore.
Yeah.
The cops can't come for you there.
Not legal advice, not a legal podcast.
No, please.
Yeah, definitely not.
He's just saying obnoxious stuff, being disgusting. I mean, this is like, it's like watching an episode of Jersey Shore.
I think that's what he's trying
he thinks he's at Karma and he's walking around trying to impress women with his one-liners.
I can taste the cologne through the screen at this point.
A lot of Axe body spray.
Oy.
He had the shirt before the shirt.
Well, he had a vest before a vest. And
he only wears vests.
He keeps bringing these.
Because he knows he's only doing upper body.
He keeps bringing these Aladdin Pinocchio vests to every meetup. And I don't think it's doing any favors, really. I really don't.
Hate me, I'm the bad guy. So that's where we got the title of the episode from.
Right.
We do hate you. And you are the bad guy.
What was he talking about? If you're gonna, because he's basically treating it like Tehmeena has done all these things to him.
Yeah, he's been betrayed.
That has forced him to be single because now they can't be together. So this is Tehmeena's fault that they're not together. And
Tehmeena's fault for having standards.
Right. That's the real issue that BQ's struggling with here. And if other women have those same standards, then he's never going to get anywhere. But yeah, now he's thrown back into the jungle and he's out here to ravage the land.
Yeah.
What was he talking about?
I don't know. I really didn't like that language because first of all, it felt very reminiscent of like rape culture.
Not good.
Like just the word choice.
Yeah, not good.
which I don't think this man thinks too deeply about anything. So
No, well, and he's trying.
It would totally track for him.
He's trying so hard to be the villain, the person that everybody can just hate on the show, and a lightning rod for criticism for everything. Do you think they're going to do a reunion for this show? A follow-up?
No,
special?
But that would be fun.
That'd be interesting.
I think they should. Like, how come poly shows don't have reunions? I think that'd be great.
I feel
to
like there's
see
a lot of updates.
Comment on each other's relationships.
That too. Yeah, you have a lot of people who are in the know.
Yeah,
about
like different perspectives. Because I feel like most of the time, like what you get fired back at with is, well, you just don't know because like you're not poly.
Right.
So we need poly people checking other poly people.
That'd be interesting. Be a lot of Garrick Merrifield. A lot of
forget it. That's why they can't do that for Seeking Sister Wife. Be like, it take 55 minutes for Garrick to answer one question.
We haven't been able to edit it down. We haven't had time.
You're like the 90 Day Fiancé tell-alls where they film for like 13 hours.
Yeah, we're not getting through it. That's what it's coming down to. So getting nervous about BQ and Tehmeena. But Tahmeena's place, her new place looks good. Way better.
Way nicer than the place they were in before.
Way nicer than the place before. And I would love to see BQ's place by comparison, wherever he's moving out to. Is he buying that's what he's going to end up doing. He's just going to outbid whoever's bidding on their
No, I feel
rental.
like he's just going to completely abandon the life that he had in that house. Like the people who own it are going to have to pack all his shit up. They're going to have to get a dumpster and it's all going to be in there. And then one day he's going to show up like 3 weeks after they've already gotten rid of it. And he's be like, who threw out all my shit?
Whoa.
And they're
Where's
like,
all my stuff?
We called you. We
Endlessly.
texted you. We emailed you. Like, we told you that you had to be out and you weren't out by the date you were supposed to be.
I told you I was going to be at the Tiki Titty Bar. Why didn't you look for me?
I think he's going to be couch surfing for a while.
Yeah, he's going to be hanging out with his boy Paulie. Not Paulie D.
You better make some friends at the Tiki Bar pretty fast.
Paulie. Yeah.
Someone with a spare bedroom.
Hobosexual is where this is going.
All right, let's take a break and then we'll come back with Marley and Bree. Well, I feel like we're missing something when Marley and Bree aren't together.
Oh, yeah. I don't like when they're fighting. I don't like it.
It really sucks the fun out of their segments.
Well, yeah, it's like they're way more entertaining when they're on the same team. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to be against each other.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
It makes them both much more unlikable.
Yeah.
And I feel like they are probably unlikable.
Okay.
But when they're together, it's like they're counteracting parts of each other's personalities.
They check each other. Yeah. Like they keep each other.
And then when they're apart, they're like the worst versions of themselves.
Yeah, I could see that. We've
got Marley finally taking the ultimatum seriously. So she's going to an attorney's office.
Ronald McDonald Esquire,
yes,
perhaps.
It's time for a divorce for a paperwork shuffle.
No. She's going to someone a little bit more established than that. Ready for the poly loopholes that are going to be popping up here because this is a divorce, but also a legal marriage that's going to be happening simultaneously.
What did you think when the attorney was like, I've worked with a polycule before, actually. Like, I have experience in this, where they had one partner who left and then they were marrying the other partner.
That's why I had to learn Portuguese.
I instantly thought of how on Sister Wives, they have to ask everybody if they've ever met polygamists before. Right. And they're like, no, actually, but they're just like real people. Like the producer was like, damn, we never get anybody who says yes.
We were going to ask her that. And so I think, she knew. She was expecting that. So she just wanted to jump right out in front of it.
She's
and was like, yes,
I've
worked
seen
with
a lot of
Polly.
shit.
It's whatever. It's not a big deal for me. It's just another day at the office, literally.
I'll take anybody's money. You want a divorce? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'll file that with the courts on your behalf.
She was like, if you want to get divorced this week, like, tell me. Say the word. I'll print the paper off right now.
If you're ready to go, I got it. Yeah, it's all drafted up, baby. Yeah, we got stuff moving and grooving over here. And then Marley's like, whoa.
Hit the brakes.
This week? I'm busy this week.
I've only had multiple occasions to think about this.
I've had a few years to consider this. This is moving a little too fast, though.
I'll have to come back another time.
I might need a little bit more time. I'll keep you posted. I'll give you a call.
You know what else was bizarre about this whole interaction is the attorney was asking, does your ex object to anything? Is there going to be property that needs to be divided? Are we going to have alimony?
I think that's the bigger complication here.
Well,
or like spousal
didn't she
support.
act like it wasn't a big deal? Like everything was good?
Yeah, because Marley was like, oh, that? No problem. Because what's his is his and what's mine is mine. And that's kind of what we're going to leave it at.
If he's so agreeable to a divorce, why didn't you just do this already?
Then how are you in this circumstance?
Do you also think it's weird we've never seen a picture of this man?
Well, we did, but they blurred his face out.
Well, okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, so like,
he doesn't want to be on the show.
He doesn't want to be on the show. So like, that's part of the issue maybe for Marley. But like the bigger piece, I think, of it is just, the general approach where it's, oh yeah, he's cool with everything. Do we know that? Do we know that for sure?
No.
Like, are we?
No, this can be like an Ethan Plath divorce situation where it's like you send the paperwork and then it's like, no.
Not okay.
It's going to take us another 6 years to get divorced.
Because I think that was when Marley and Bree and then, Marley's husband at the time, when they came together, that was when like their social media blew up. And like, that's a lot of your income. I think that's where it gets really messy, is where if you guys are still in control of that stuff, that's
hopefully
the whole
he
thing.
left before then.
Right?
So like, you can prove like we've been broken up.
Totally separate. Yeah. Like our date of separation has been 2 years or, multiple years. It started at this time when he moved out and whatever, you can backdate it to.
I'm curious if he wants a divorce. How come he hasn't done it?
Well, she is like, Marley's talking about how, oh, I love him still. Like I have this connection with him and I don't want him out of my life. You could still be friends with somebody and remain in contact, even though you're divorced, if you so choose.
You could have a whole romantic relationship with someone and not be married to them.
I
know that's a crazy concept.
Wait till you hear about friendship, okay? If you can handle a poly relationship, wait until you hear about a platonic relationship.
I wonder, do you think Bree chased him off? I just want to know what the tension in the relationship was about that it led to the end of it. If Marley is still so attached to him.
I think it ended up where it was Marley and her husband. Bree comes into the mix. It's the three of them. And then the husband doesn't go along with this anymore. He makes Marley choose. Maybe there was like an ultimatum thing that was part of that, where then Marley chose Bree. And then it's like, well,
maybe you chose wrong.
Well, and then wouldn't that be a whole other thing? Now you have Bree who's giving you an ultimatum of like, you need to divorce him and so that we can be together.
Like just leaving him wasn't enough.
Yeah. So maybe that's a whole other dynamic to it or something. Maybe.
If we didn't have to watch Polly Inc., maybe we could have found more information.
We could have found more information, perhaps.
So she goes over to the pool house because that's where Bree has still been staying at.
Right.
And she hasn't really heard a peep from her in a while. That's kind of out of character.
But then as soon as Marley walks in, she's like, God, has BQ been in here? It just smells like cologne. Yeah, it's cologne everywhere. And Bree's like, that's how I like my shit to smell.
That's how I keep my house.
That's how I keep my pool house.
My Airbnb rental.
Oh, no.
I don't think she's been staying there.
I don't know.
I think the cameras go down for the day and she runs across the driveway.
The giveaway was the necklace where it was still the M and the B. And I was like, if you're fighting like this, if you're living in the pool house and you guys are butting heads over all this stuff, I don't think you would actively be putting on that jewelry.
Every day you just keep putting the necklace back
on.
The
M and the B, you could probably just throw on the B.
I mean, that's what she's got because she doesn't have a wedding ring.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd be sure to twist the knife about that a little bit.
Oh, boy. Yeah. So,
like, this is all I've got.
Well, Marley's trying to be like, well, look, I went and talked to some lawyers. I got the ball rolling on this because I guess this whole divorce thing is such a big deal breaker for you. So I did start that process. And Bree's like, don't give a shit.
Right. Where's the papers?
Because if
you talk
it's not,
to somebody,
yeah,
that's not really making much progress.
that's not a
You went
done
in
deal.
and said, I'd like to get a divorce. And they said,
That's
okay,
possible.
we can do that for you. And then you said, no, thank you.
Not
and
today.
You walked out.
Not today, though. I'm not ready still.
Like, I'm sorry. The reality of the situation is exactly what Bree described.
It doesn't
And so
look good.
I'm on Bree's side with that.
It doesn't look good for you, Marley. Yeah,
You've
especially...
had so much time to think about it at this point that if you're going to go to an attorney's office to talk about getting a divorce, you're going to go get the divorce.
You better do it.
Yeah.
You better do it. You better do it now. Yeah, you think there's probably a ton of places in Vegas where you can get divorced, like immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So
You could probably get your coffee and get a divorce.
and an ultrasound in the same little
same
plaza.
strip mall,
Yeah,
of
same little
course.
plaza. Sell gold for cash.
And maybe get your DNA tested.
Probably, yeah. And some Chinese food. Yeah.
That sounds like a good afternoon.
Some dumplings. Yeah, it'd be good.
Well, then she slides the phone across the table and is like, so tell me about this. And it is the most ridiculous video where very clearly this is a video from Marley's perspective at this date with Dree.
It doesn't make any sense of why
the phone is just bobbing. Like almost
it's like secret.
Like we're pretending that I'm filming my fettuccine Alfredo. But really, I want to make sure I get Dree in the shot.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it's a little secretly filming, yet you didn't want Dree to know that you were filming too, is the other part of that.
Yet it's perfectly clear. Everything's in the shot.
Yeah. So did that just get like airdropped to their cloud storage and then that popped up on Bree's phone too or something where she was like, man,
maybe you got to disconnect the Wi-Fi over there.
Yeah, something.
I'm on the same network.
Something's happening here.
Yeah, like when people airdrop pictures on
went to cloud storage. Yeah. If they just have a shared folder, it was like, yeah.
So that wasn't great because Dree has not been very kind to Bree. Although I would argue that Bree has more so caused the tension in that relationship.
They butt heads. Yes, they did not get along. They did not hit it off.
But her point is that's the first person that you called up to go hang out with? And why are you seeing other people? Because we're poly and we're supposed to do poly together and we're not together right now. So then you're not supposed to be doing poly.
Oh. Well,
explain.
Well, so this feels like a fight that happened before the potato chip incident, right? Like this feels like a build up to that, not an aftermath of that. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like it feels like this is out of order.
Yeah. Well, yes, because also I would think you'd be more upset where it's like, well, you invited all the PGs over to your place.
Yes.
And you knew I got upset about that.
Right.
Then you went on a one-on-one date with one.
Yeah, so like this feels like it's a finding out about that date initially, and then the PG party was a response to that to like make things worse and add to that.
Things are pretty bad because Marley gets kicked out of the pool house.
Oh, yeah.
And Bree takes off the M necklace.
Right. Yes. But that's not where their story ends this week because Marley returns to the office of Ronald McDonald Esquire Incorporated and partners. But
it was the
and
most
associates.
Ridiculous scene because the attorney's like, here's the paperwork. All you have to do is sign.
Sign on the dotted line with this pen. And Marley grabs the pen and she's like, I don't know. I still haven't really thought about it too much. I got a lot weighing on me, and this is just really difficult.
Cliffhanger.
Will
she or won't she?
Will she, won't she? We don't know. We do not know until next week.
All right, here's our reminder that we're going to talk about the Yahwehs, and there's a trigger warning. We've got baby Yahweh Miracle.
Yes.
Who is still in the NICU.
Mm-hmm. Preemie baby.
Preemie. what was it that the baby was diagnosed with?
Yeah, it was like a genetic
Edwards syndrome.
Okay. Yeah. Edward Cullen syndrome.
They haven't said the name of it, but yeah.
Correct. Yes.
And Yahweh Debash is coming home from the hospital, which this is just so sad to think about, leaving your baby in the hospital. And this is a very medically fragile newborn who they don't
touch
know.
And go. Yeah,
right. They really don't know what the outlook is going to be. But so far, everything that they've been told is positive reports. Right. So that's making them really hopeful. But at the same time, this is obviously still a much different and harder experience than they've had in the past because they've had a lot of babies in this house.
Yes.
And they've never experienced something like this before.
No. Yeah, this is a lot. And still a long road ahead of them too, because we're not out of the woods yet when it comes to all this stuff too, and the medical considerations and everything else. So it's still like everybody's very on edge, but Yahweh Debash is very happy to come home to the support of the rest of the queens in the house who are, they're there. It's another...
This is kind of their plug for Polly.
Right. This is the benefits of
they're like, look at this really difficult thing we're experiencing, and yet we have all this support.
Right.
From these people who love us.
I wouldn't know how I would get through this on my own because I need the support of all these people.
Which was nice. But then we end up seeing there's still drama going on, even though they're experiencing this very difficult situation.
We go.
So I'm like, I understand the positive, but it seems like there's also counterbalance. There's a lot of negative.
We go with the very positive interaction, and then immediately we follow with a not so positive interaction because Yahweh Poetic and Yahweh Krystal are talking to Yahweh Jasmine about a little family update.
Yeah, so they pull her aside and she's like, why are you guys talking just to me?
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's going on?
And they've got an announcement to make, but just to Yahweh Jasmine, I guess, to see how it goes over.
You're the only person we can trust with this information at this point. But Yahweh Krystal is 9 weeks pregnant. But we cannot tell Yahweh Madi about this because she will implode.
Rightfully so.
I think, this is that was all that Yahweh Jasmine was like, you guys have the worst timing. You know that? Like, this is probably the absolute worst time for you guys to be having a kid. Not that I'm against that, but
and I
this
think
really
the only reason they're talking to Yahweh Jasmine about it is because she's the only one who's not going to have an issue with the fact that Crystal's pregnant.
Right. Well, I mean, she's warning them though of like, this does not look good though. I think they know. That's why they started with Yahweh Jasmine. They were like, she's small enough. We could take her if we need to.
Yeah.
I
would think that obviously it's going to be emotional.
That was a joke, by the way. You guys, okay, yeah.
It's going to be emotional for Yahweh Debash.
Yes.
Because she's still kind of processing the trauma of the experience that she's living through in the moment. And then Yahweh Madi has been wanting to get pregnant and hasn't been able to. And then her arch nemesis shows up pregnant.
Yahweh Madi has been struggling with this. And her whole thing has been, everybody else is getting pregnant. I'm not getting pregnant. And then the complaints have been, Yahweh Poetic has been sleeping with Yahweh Krystal 3 times a week. I can't get pregnant if he's having sex with her so many times.
I mean, this
and
kind
then
of
she gets pregnant.
Adds to what she's saying. Like, doesn't he a little? Yeah, you've been sleeping with her enough to get her pregnant.
Well, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, it's not looking good. But that's what the warning is. Yahweh Jasmine's like, this is not going to go over well in this house at all with anybody.
I kind of think they wanted her to be the one to take the fall for them,
or to like tell people.
Yeah,
can you just like
to
float it around?
Blow?
Yes. Can
you soft launch her pregnancy?
I would rather they hear it from you, honestly. So then that way I don't have to deal.
We're gonna hide behind you, okay?
Really, for the most part, that's probably what we're gonna go with.
Yahweh Krystal has done nothing to make me like her, so I just
didn't help. This episode didn't help.
No, because they're talking about. First of all, they didn't even talk about Yahweh Midi at this point. They're talking about Yahweh Debash and everything that she's currently experiencing.
Yes.
And then Yahweh Krystal takes the conversation and does a complete turnaround and decides to talk about what she wants to talk about, her grievance. And she's like, this just sucks. I'm upset about it. How come I have to tiptoe around Yahweh Midi? It's not fair that, we have to dampen the light of our love to make her more comfortable, and that I have to hide my pregnancy because it might upset her.
Because this is a poly relationship, so we shouldn't have to dampen anything. Okay, that's one of the complexities of a poly relationship, is if you are two people who are acting monogamous in a poly relationship, that's fucked up.
It causes tension.
That's a problem. So that's what I'm saying is like, you don't get all the benefits of poly while not taking any of the negatives. You have to do the whole thing.
And I felt like it was really insensitive to like the core issue that they have with this for Yahweh Midi. It's not that she's jealous of you. It's that, she is jealous of you and the time you're getting. But the thing that outweighs that is that she's been struggling with getting pregnant, and now you're pregnant, right? And it's everybody in the house who gets pregnant. It makes her feel a certain way.
Right. Now, especially with you, that's not going to go over well.
So instead, Yahweh Krystal has to make it personal, and then totally dismisses everything that's going on with Yahweh Debash.
So that was interesting, the flip that happened there. And I thought it was to get Yahweh Jasmine on their side of like, Yahweh Midi is like way out of pocket,
like a problem
with this stuff. And it's the jealousy. It's the jealousy stuff, because that hurts me. But Yahweh Jasmine's like, yeah, your feelings are valid, but also this is going to fuck Yahweh Midi up. Like, she is not going to be okay finding out about this.
I really like Yahweh Jasmine.
Yes. Yeah. I think
I feel like I want to hang out with her.
She's a winner here. Yeah, for sure.
The best of them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what we've got this episode.
Yeah.
What do we have next week? Let's see. Next time
on.
King Yahweh's arrival brings poetic to tears.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We're already going to snap.
We're going to go. We're going to have a timeline jump.
We're going right to that.
I'm sorry. Is she going to name her baby King?
King. Well, wouldn't it be Yahweh King? Shouldn't it be? Not King Yahweh? Wasn't it all Yahweh?
Yeah,
it was Yahweh for, wasn't it?
Now I'm all confused.
I don't know.
But
because it was Yahweh Miracle.
This is the baby's name.
Okay.
What do you think about that? I feel like it implies there's a hierarchy here. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Where it's like, your baby's the heir to the empire that we're building here.
Yahweh has no king. Yahweh needs no king.
BQ's surprise for Tehmeena blows up in his face.
Oh, surprise!
I cannot even imagine what this man would bring to her.
A surprise? Chicken cutlets. Eggplant parm.
Marley drops a bombshell.
Oh, no.
Hopefully it's that she's like, I'm not getting divorced. That would be a fun twist. And then Cammy and Anita clash over the terms of their commitment ceremony.
Oh, boy. Okay. So we weren't sure where that was going to pan out, but yeah, there's only 2 more episodes left.
Hold on.
And we did see
Krystal's big news stuns Madi.
Krystal's. Yeah.
So
wait,
is she going to find out and the baby's going to be born in the same? What is this episode description?
Is this the right description?
I got it from them.
Okay.
Well, what's next after this? Because we've got 2 episodes left.
Getting to the tail end.
We're starting to get our feelers out there. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in us covering Married at First Sight Seattle?
Married at First Sight Seattle is coming back on Peacock in July. So that is definitely an option. You got to let us know if that's sounding good. The episode schedules, though, it like drops in chunks. It's kind of, I think it's supposed to be longer this time, though.
It's like what they do with Love is Blind.
Yeah. So there's like different clusters of episodes.
Mm-hmm. Which I do think makes for a better viewing experience of that show.
Yeah.
Because it was excruciating when it was on Lifetime. It'd be 1 episode per week.
And they were 2 hours long.
Yeah, that was too much.
Oof.
They've done a lot to change the format of the show now that it's on Peacock instead of Lifetime.
Best part is no more Pastor Cal.
Yeah.
No more Pastor Cal.
Done with him this season.
Bye-bye.
Now.
Yeah, done with him.
And Dr. Pepper.
And Dr. Pepper, she got canned too. Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you don't do your job.
I guess.
I'm
eventually.
excited. We're going to watch it regardless because we like to just clock the people. And we did such a good job last season when we watched it.
Mm-hmm.
We were having so much fun just predicting things.
Oh, yeah.
That ultimately came true.
The alcoholism spotted a mile away. Paul Palmer knows alcoholism when he sees it.
Or if you're not interested in that, we could do a couple docs while we fill the schedule until something else comes back. Or if there's another show that you've heard of that maybe we haven't, let us know.
Something else. Big Fat Fabulous Life.
My Big Fat Fabulous Life. No, there's not an announcement yet.
Not an announcement, but it's getting close.
Whitney's teasing things that the show is coming back.
And Seeking Sister Wife.
I see it coming back on the TLC schedule.
So usually when they start sprinkling in older episodes, doing the reruns, they're gearing you up for something new that's coming around.
I don't think that'll be until August, maybe.
Yeah, probably later. But
I'm seeing it start to creep back into the schedule, which tells me it's probably coming back for a new season soon.
I mean, the Merrifields are problematic with all the legal stuff that's been going on. We haven't even got to it. We don't know if
they'd be on it. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we haven't even got to it in their storyline for the show at all. So I don't even know if they'd be back. They would edit them out. What's that looking like? If anybody's interested in actually listening to recaps of those episode by episode too, let us know.
Yeah, give us feedback. Comments, email us, message us on Patreon.
Sure.
Leave a note in the Discord.
Instagram, TikTok.
All the things. We're on all the things. Thanks for listening. See you next time.